Most motorcycle accidents don't start on the road. They start in the driveway, with a bike that had a problem the rider knew nothing about because they never checked. A tire that was losing pressure overnight. Brake fluid that had dropped below safe levels. A chain so dry it was one hard acceleration away from snapping. Problems that a 5-minute check before the ride would have caught completely. Problems that instead revealed themselves at the worst possible moment. This video gives you a pre-ride check routine that takes 5 minutes, requires no tools, and covers every critical system on your motorcycle. Riders who do this consistently don't just avoid breakdowns, they ride with a confidence that comes from knowing exactly what condition their machine is in before they trust their life to it. Check number 7 is the one most riders never think to do, and check number 10 has prevented more serious accidents than any other single inspection on this list. Let's get into it. Check 1. Tires, pressure and condition. Start here every single time. Your tires are the only contact between you and the road. Everything your motorcycle does, accelerating, braking, cornering, happens through 2 contact patches roughly the size of your palm. Walk around both tires and look at the pressure visually. A tire that's visibly low is already significantly underinflated. By the time it looks flat, it's dangerously so. Use a gauge at least every 2 to 3 days rather than relying on visual inspection alone. Check against the pressures in your owner's manual and correct any deviation before riding. Look at the tire surface while you're there. Embedded nails or screws sitting in the tread are common and easy to miss. They often lodge without causing immediate deflation, then work deeper with every kilometer until the tire fails suddenly. Finding one in the driveway is a 5-minute fix. Finding out about it mid-corner is not. Check 2. Brakes. Lever and pedal feel. Before you move the bike, apply the front brake lever and hold it firmly for 5 seconds. It should feel solid and consistent with no movement toward the grip while held under pressure. Any slow travel toward the grip indicates a hydraulic leak. Your brake system is losing pressure and losing stopping power. Apply the rear brake pedal and check for the same firm, consistent resistance. Spongy feel on either brake, a lever or pedal that travels further than normal before resistance builds, indicates air in the hydraulic system. Air in brake lines means reduced stopping power, and it doesn't fix itself, it gets worse. Also glance at both brake fluid reservoirs. The level should sit between minimum and maximum marks. Low fluid means worn brake pads approaching replacement. Rapidly dropping fluid means a leak that needs immediate attention. Check 3. Engine oil level. Check your oil sight glass or dipstick while the engine is cold and the bike is on level ground. The level should sit between minimum and maximum markers. An oil level that's dropped noticeably since your last check is more valuable as information than as a problem. It means your engine is either consuming or leaking oil, both of which need investigation beyond just topping up. Riding on low oil is one of the fastest ways to cause serious engine damage. The oil your engine needs most is the oil it needs in the first 30 seconds of every cold start, and a low level compromises that protection exactly when it matters most. Check number 4. Chain, tension and lubrication. Push up on the lower chain run with 2 fingers at the midpoint between sprockets. Check free play against your manual specification, for most bikes between 20 and 30 millimeters. A chain that's too loose slaps and can jump the sprocket. A chain that's too tight loads the wheel bearing and gearbox output shaft with every rotation. Look at the chain's surface. Is it dry? Is it coated in black paste, old lubricant mixed with road grit acting as grinding compound against every component it touches? A chain in this condition needs cleaning and lubrication before the ride, not after. Check 5. Lights, all of them. Turn the ignition on and walk around the bike. Front headlight, low and high beam. Tail light, brake light triggered by both front lever and rear pedal separately. Turn signals front and rear on both sides. A blown brake light means the vehicle behind you has no warning when you slow down. A blown headlight on a night ride means you have no visibility and no visibility to oncoming traffic. These are not cosmetic problems. They are safety-critical failures that take 30 seconds to identify and cost almost nothing to fix. Indicators that flash faster than normal signal a blown bulb somewhere in that circuit. Find it and replace it before the ride. Check 6. Fuel level. Check your fuel gauge or tap the tank before every ride. Running out of fuel is an inconvenience on a car. On a motorcycle at highway speed, a sudden engine cutout from fuel starvation while in traffic or mid-overtake is dangerous. More importantly, as covered in detail in a previous video, regularly running on reserve pulls contaminated fuel from the bottom of your tank through your fuel system. Refuel at a quarter tank. Keep your fuel system drawing from the clean upper portion of the tank every single ride. Check 7. Mirrors, position and condition. This is the check most riders never think to do before a ride, and it's the one that directly affects your situational awareness from the moment you pull away. Check that both mirrors are positioned correctly for your seated riding position. Mirrors that have shifted overnight, from wind, from being moved in a tight parking space, from someone brushing past the bike, give you blind spots you don't know you have until you need to see into them. Look at the mirror glass itself. A cracked or severely scratched mirror distorts your rear view in a way your brain compensates for without you realizing, until a vehicle appears in a position you didn't expect because your mirror wasn't giving you an accurate picture. 30 seconds. Both mirrors, every ride. Check 8. Clutch and throttle. Free movement. With the engine off, roll the throttle fully open and release it. It should snap back to closed position instantly and completely. A throttle that sticks, returns slowly, or doesn't fully close is an emergency waiting to happen. A stuck throttle mid-corner or in traffic is one of the most dangerous mechanical failures a rider can experience. Pull the clutch lever fully and release it. Movement should be smooth with no sticking, no grinding, and no excessive effort. A clutch cable that's fraying or a hydraulic clutch that's developing a fault shows itself in resistance or inconsistency that you'll feel immediately with deliberate attention and completely miss if you just jump on and ride. Check 9. Suspension. Quick bounce test. Stand beside the bike and push down firmly on the front forks, then release. The fork should compress smoothly and return at a controlled rate, not too fast, not too slow, with no binding or knocking sounds during travel. Do the same at the rear. Push down on the seat or grab point above the rear shock and release. Same smooth compression and controlled return. A fork that returns instantly is low on oil. A shock that returns with a clunk has internal damage. Either condition affects your handling in corners and under braking in ways that only reveal themselves when you most need predictable suspension behavior. Check 10. The walk-around, underneath and overall. This is the check that has prevented more serious accidents than anything else on this list, and it takes 30 seconds. Walk completely around your motorcycle before every ride. Look at the ground underneath the engine for fresh fluid spots, oil or coolant that appeared overnight indicating an active leak. Look at the overall bike for anything that's visibly wrong, a loose panel, something that looks different from yesterday. Then crouch down and look underneath. A loose exhaust heat shield, a bolt that's vibrated out from the engine casing, a brake line that's worked its way against a hot exhaust pipe. These are the things that a walk-around catches, problems that are completely invisible from riding height but obvious the moment you look at the right angle. Riders who've done this consistently for years all have the same story. The thing they found under the bike one morning that would have become a serious problem 2 kilometers down the road if they hadn't looked. Here's the truth about pre-ride checks. 5 minutes before you ride is not caution, it's not excessive. It's the minimum investment for trusting your life to a mechanical machine on a public road. The checks in this video take 5 minutes total. They cover every critical system, and they transform your relationship with your motorcycle from reactive, dealing with problems after they happen, to proactive, knowing the condition of your machine before you commit to the ride. Do them for every single ride, not most rides, every ride. Subscribe for more real motorcycle knowledge. See you in the next one.